Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Brandy Plans. Today we're going to be doing the pre-plan in my journaling happy planner. As you guys can tell, I'm a little bit behind. I have been sick. I am still sick, ironically. I don't know. I have the plague. Who knows? So I have two plan with me's in this video for you. I am going to do a talk over for both of them. The first one is a book themed one because for the month of January in my journaling planner, I decided to do book themed, which turned out really, really cute. But this is my last week of book themed kits. And this is from Caffeine Queens. You're going to see a lot of kits from Caffeine Queens because they have a lot of gnome kits. And so I've used tons of their gnome kits in my other planners. So you're going to see a whole video of gnome kits if you haven't already, because I'm posting that as well as posting this one. So yeah, so anyway, this one is book related. I got this like way back when TPC was a thing and they did their Advent, and this was one of the kits that came in the Advent. And so it also came with some foil quote overlays, which I used some of them, and then I used some foil from Rose Colored Days, her foil like tapes. So I use that for some of the extra overlays and then for the bottom washi as well. So that's a thing. I just journal in this planner. So I just write what we've done for the day on each day. So there's not really any character stickers or anything. So what you see me lay down is just the base, and then I just fill it in as the days go on. I tend to be I'm definitely a pre-planner, so I like to lay my stickers down first and then fill in later, but I'm also lazy, so I don't want to have to add character stickers and stuff after, like to like look for character stickers. I've thought about doing like back planning for memory planning, and I just, for some reason, it doesn't work for me. I just can't manage to do it. I don't know. There should be a reason, but I can't. I don't know what it is. I can't manage to do it. So anyway, I never tend to back plan. So yeah, long story short, this is how I do this planner. I think this turned out really, really cute. I love the book themed. I would like to be a better reader. I'm not an excellent reader. I want to think of myself as a reader, but I'm not a huge reader. I maybe get one or two books a year done. And I say that, and I'm actually a member of a book club. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. But it's a very simple book club, which I love. So we only do books that are related to movies. You can or cannot have read the book. It doesn't matter. Then we watch the movie and see if the book compared to the movie. It's a really fun book club to be. At the current moment, we are reading A Man Called Ove, and then watching I think it's Swedish. I feel like I'm going to get that wrong. It's either it's a European country, but I'm not, movie. So it is based on the movie A Man Called Otto, which Tom Hanks starred in, but because the book is actually based in Sweden, I believe. And again, I'm not 100% sure if I have the right country or not. But yeah, we're going to watch that particular movie because that movie came out first. So just as a mix it up, we like to do books and movies that we probably would or would not necessarily normally watch. So yeah, and then so what we do is we read the book, and then like I would say within a month or two, then we all get together and watch the movie and then compare how the book and the movie are different, which is lots of fun. Past ones that we've done is Women Talking, which if you guys have not seen the movie Women Talking, it was so good and so emotional, and I've never seen anything like it. It is not a happy story, guys. It's not happy. It is so sad. It's so disastrously sad. I can't even. So if you guys ever do have the chance to watch that movie, I highly recommend, but be prepared. Like, lots of trigger warnings, okay? But such a momentous story. It's so good. And then we did The Color Purple, which, again, so sad, but yet redeeming. And yeah, so it was just really interesting to see how books and movies, yeah. So I'm actually really, really enjoying the book club. So those are the books that we're reading, but we also did like The Big Sleep, which is like a murder mystery one, set in the 1950s, and the movie was like with Lauren Bacall. So it was interesting to see how movies differ also from like back in the day kind of deal, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've been really enjoying those to do that, but I don't often just read on my own. If I do read on my own, I would definitely say I'm more of a like cottage murder mystery girl. I love a good murder mystery. I want it to be light and fluffy. I do not need tons of suspense and that kind of stuff. A little bit of romance in it doesn't hurt anybody either. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm still sick, for crying out loud. Yeah, so if those were my choices, that's what I would pick for my books. And again, like I said, I don't read a lot. I want to be a more avid reader, but I'll be honest with you, I, for some reason, tend to scroll more than I read. I wish I would read more than I scrolled, but life is easy. I think I just need the quick dopamine hit sometimes, and I just, once you get into a book, you start to like really sit there and yeah, have trouble. I used gold foil with this kit, just to let you know. So all the foil is gold foil. As with all things, when I use the tapes, it does take me a little bit of extra time. Normally, I don't have to worry too much about the tapes. I do lose, I would say 3 or 4 boxes on average every time I use them, but you get so many boxes on them. I know that I have encouraged other people to use them, and you don't see them out and about as much as they were like back in the day. Like back in the day, like you couldn't move, everybody was doing the foiled rolls of tapes, and now it's all like the bottom washy bougie boxes, blah, blah, blah. But I'm still old school, guys. I still want to use my stash, so I am definitely not giving up on these foil tapes anytime soon, and I still love the way that they look. So here I am, still using them. You guys know me, I love foil. I will always say, I also think that I've noticed that I definitely use more foil. Like my journaling planner is my like foil planner. It's the one that I always want to make sure that I have a lot of foil going on. So you're going to see tons of foil always in this planner. This is my planner to definitely continue to use foil in. So the next kit that I'm using is from Nichole Alexia Design. This is called Poison Apple, and it is a Snow White kit. It is stunning. I love the greens in it. I think it's very rich and, yeah, beautiful. So for the month of February, so this is for the last week of January and the first week of February. I think it goes the 1st to the 4th is in this week. This month, February, I always do fandom. So I've done that now for, a couple of years, I would say for sure. And I love it. It gives me a good reason to use all of my favorite fandom type kits, because sometimes you're never really 100% sure when to fit them into your lineup. So I just use the whole month of February, which tends to sometimes not actually. It only tends to be 3 weeks. But this month, I think I'm doing it 4 or 5 weeks because I like to spread it out. As long as there's a date of February in the week, then you're getting fandom, basically. So this is just the start of my fandom. This, of course, is to catch me up because this is next week. As you guys know, I like to pre-plan, so I always do like a week ahead. So this is catching me up in my journaling happy planner, because, again, I was behind because I was sick and sick on holiday. It was a whole gong show, guys. So yeah, anyway, I'm slowly catching up. I love that double box scene of Snow White in the dwarf's house, and I love the dwarves. I honestly, I think Snow White is my favorite princess, in case you guys were unsure. And the only reason is because when I was little, my aunt used to compare me to Snow White. And I loved the dwarves. So it's not necessarily even that I love Snow White. It's that I loved the dwarves, and I loved their, like, when they used to sing and go to the mine, and they like would dance with her. I just loved them. And I loved that she talked to animals when I was young. And I'm just old. I'm just old. And so the older princesses are my princesses, if that makes sense, because I grew up more with them than I did with the 90s princesses, like the Ariels and the Beauty and the Beast, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Don't get me wrong, beautiful princesses. And I will also say Tiana is like my second favorite princess, and she's one of the later princesses as well. So, but like my childhood was Snow White, Cinderella, um, Aurora, like that's kind of what I grew up with. So, which I think it's so funny that like different generations have different princesses, but it's very, very true. Um, I love Cinderella as well, but I would definitely say that Snow White is. But I love using Cinderella kits for New Year's Eve. So I always make sure I have a Cinderella kit for New Year's Eve, just because the clock strikes 12 always reminds me of New Year's Eve. So I always kind of like sneak in a fandom one on New Year's Eve, because it's my favorite way to mark the new year and stuff. So anyway, yeah. So I've been definitely been excited for the month of February to come, because I love fandom art, and I love being able to put it in my planner. But I just never really sure, because I like to do the seasons in my planner. So I divide all my kits up in like winter, spring, summer, and fall. And so sometimes that makes it hard to decide when you're going to use fandom or not fandom. So I just decided that February, because it's the month of love and it's things I love, so I decided to do fandom. Because I'm not a huge Valentine's person. Me and my husband definitely don't necessarily celebrate Valentine's, just because it's never been super important to us, I guess, if that makes sense. Not saying that we don't like to celebrate each other, but yeah, it's just never been big at my house. And I'm not really into the lovey-dovey kits, I guess, really. I love the cute lovey kits, like the gnome kits. You're going to see lots of gnome Valentine's kits this year. But yeah, not really like person fashion girl love kits. It's not really my thing. Although I will say this, Coco and Fluff does some horror Valentine kits. Those ones I enjoyed. Those were pretty interesting. I quite enjoyed them. So if you're interested in some like not so typical Valentine's kits, check out Coco and Fluff, because she has like some Halloween Valentine's kits. They're really adorable and perfect. I used them, I'm pretty sure, last year actually in my 52 weeks of Coco and Fluff. So super adorable. I love how I use those little hearts and little arrows there to make like a little box. I thought that turned out really, really cute. And I love her unusual design boxes. I tend to write in the box, and then I write around the box when I journal. So that's another fun thing that I like to do. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for sticking with me even though I'm sick. I really appreciate it. And as always, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.